Hello, my name is Ash, and welcome to the sixth episode of ZooCraft, where we will add an animal to our zoo until we have all of the animals in Minecraft in our zoo. Today, we're going to be adding frogs, and right over here in this area is where we are going to put the frog habitat. Right on this part, and you can see the division between where the beach is going to be and the frogs right here. But all we have to do is dig it out. Um, I apologize because I am very under the weather. So this might be a quick episode and I might have my voice be all weird. But thank you for your patience and let's just jump right into this so that we can get this done. I have started digging out a river right here and I'm going to put some mud and some plants and make it look kind of like as much as a swamp as possible. And I put the walls up, but this is what we have so far, and you are about to see much closer to the finished product. Here is our frog exhibit so far. I think it looks decent. It looks a little incomplete if I'm being honest because I can't put any trees in, which is usually what a swamp will have. I would be able to if I maybe made it domed, but for now, unless there becomes a problem, for now the idea is that you can come up and come around and step on this and look down at the frogs. One of the things that I really wanted to do was make a little witch hut, but I'm finding it difficult to find a place that I could do that without giving them a point to then leap over the wall. Because frogs can jump, I think, 8 blocks tall, and then I think it's similar even across. Actually, I just had a thought. I could make that wall taller and put it over there and then make a little lip, kind of like how there's a lip right here, and I could just jump in. That was embarrassing. There's a little lip right here. So if they're standing here, they can't really jump. So then I was able to put a couple like more decoration type things. And these walls I think are just barely tall enough so that they won't be able to jump out. But if we put a witch hut here and then built a little lip outwards, I think that might work. So I think I'll try that. Now that it's getting dark, I think in the morning we should go ahead and start grabbing our frogs. But I definitely want each variant when that is possible. Oh, also, I've built another farm. I built a cactus farm right next to our sugarcane farm, and it's very nice. It's producing things pretty steadily, and I needed some green dye, and so it worked out perfectly. And then I have plans to make a ghast farm on the nether roof. I just need to get up to the nether roof. And then I will be able to get a sufficient amount of gunpowder, which is awesome, because Ooh, do you look at me? Or did I look at him? I don't know. Because I tried making a creeper farm. That's actually why this water is here. But it's all the way on the other side of this mountain. You can see right over there that there's this really nice like lake thingy. And I built a creeper farm. I've built that exact design before and it worked well. Even if it's not like at a certain height or anything. It was high enough and it's a bunch of water that it was good rates in a different world. And then for some reason in this world, it just doesn't work. Not like it's slow, it does not work. It's really strange. I had some things I had to do, and so I was AFK on it for like 4 hours. And it only worked for one of those hours. After an hour, I wasn't getting any gunpowder, and I was like, this is really weird. I usually get, like, at least 5 in the first, like, 10 minutes. Like, at least, if it's, like, slow. Or if there's mobs or something hasn't been lit up. Just from in a past world. I even turned, like, my simulation distance and my render distance all the way down. So it was like one chunk or something. And it's still, then it worked, when I did that, it worked for about an hour and then just did not work again. But now this day, I think that we should run over to the swamp and gather some slime balls so that we can breed up frogs and get some buckets and take the tadpoles so that we can grow them up. We are here in the dense and kind of mucky swamp. And here is that witch hut that I can take inspiration from, but as you can see, it's certainly not dark. So no slimes will be spawning right now. But I brought a fishing rod, and I believe I can get ink sacs from fishing. And I need a lot of ink sacs for some of my book and quills, so I feel like this is good. And it's supposed to be junk, so I think I can do it in shallow water. The problem is I have to look out for that witch who chased me down last time. Because I am right next to her home. I'm not quite sure where she is. Ah, perfect. Now we can go looking for some slimes. Okay. Ooh. My wolf is helping. Although I don't know how. Okay. Actually, this is kind of bad. Hold on. I don't know how I got overwhelmed so quickly. Okay. How about you sit, please, Aspen? I think I changed my mind and I don't really like the swamp. I thought I did, but I only really come at night. Ow. I'm sorry, Aspen. I don't have any food for you other than rotten flesh. I don't deserve those hearts. Although, since I don't see the witch, I'm going to grab this potted mushroom in her window because I like it. You can never have too many crafting tables. You know what? Let's just rob her completely. That's fine. Let's go! Ew. The water is so gross, but it's kind of cool. Oh, baby zombie. Baby zombie. Oh! They're kind of more terrifying with their new design, if I'm being honest. Because they're kind of cute, but it's also like, do not touch me. Okay, it saw me. I didn't think it saw me. Oh, ow. Oh my gosh. Where did it go? This has been a disaster. Let's just go home. I need to rescue that fox over there. When we make the fox enclosure, that one should be the first one I get. I should grab that fox and take him over to the habitat. Oh. What was that, Aspen? What did you say? Oh, man. There's another witch hut. Oh, hello! Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite types of cats. I don't care. We're getting a fish right now. There's like no frogs in the swamp for some reason. But we're getting a fish. Is there like a lot of rain? Am I going crazy or is this a ton of rain? Hi, kitty. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got the kitty. We got the witch kitty. We're gonna rob this witch as well of her cat and of her materials. She can have her house, but we will be replicating the house as well. I haven't seen two frogs very near each other. I've only seen like one frog. And it's usually far away from anything else, so I'm kind of confused. It's still raining, but here we go. Here's some frogs. Come on. Oh my gosh. Hi, kitty. He gave me string. I totally forgot that they do that. The rain stopped. Good news. You're so cute. Look at them walk. Here's a problem. This entire swamp is surrounded by taiga, so I don't actually know the way home. And the very first time I went into the swamp, I got very lost for about, it was like half an hour. It was a long time. So we might be here a while, if I'm being honest, guys. They're finally hatched. Oh my gosh, cute. Okay, we need to go grab at least one of the other ones. Oh my gosh, there's 3. Okay, hold on. I need another bucket. I love that achievement as well. It's really cute. Hi, little guy. There's so many. What the heck? Okay. I need all my buckets. Hi. Perfect. Wow. We have 6. Now we just gotta find the way out of here. Oh, I'm so lost. I'm never gonna find the campsite. I'm never gonna find. Found it! Whee! I'm gonna go ahead and let 2 of the tadpoles loose so they can grow up, and then the rest of them, I'm going to have them grow up in different biomes so I can get those other colors. But I thought, why not come over here and we can put some clay in. We could put some clay in this little mock river thing because I saw a lot of clay in the swamp. And I didn't think about clay, honestly. So we could put some right there. Hi. Aww. And then there was a lot of mossy cobblestone I found, and that makes a lot more sense for a swamp. But the problem is I don't have any moss, and that would be really nice instead of stone to have just solid moss. But I'll need to find a lush cave at some point soon so that I can get all of those different blocks. But until then, we can just do this. And honestly, that little change is pretty decent. I'm liking how things are going. The green frogs are secured. Let's go. Let's make sure. How do I see if they're... Okay, they're there. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love their little, how they walk and stuff. Luckily, this isn't super far. But on a happy ghast, it's really, really far. And with all the trees, if I lead the ghast, the lead will break. And it's very unfortunate. And I don't want to lose these frogs. I only have 2 more tadpoles. And I'm using those for the warm frogs, because these are the cold ones. It is dark and rainy when we're when we're introducing the frogs. But maybe that's a good thing because they're cold frogs. And I didn't bring shears. So, hopefully, here we go. Perfect. Okay, we have half of them. We have our green frogs and our orange frogs, the cold frogs and the temperate. Oh my gosh, look at how stinking cute on a lily pad. Ugh. I can't. I literally can't. Oh my gosh. Stop it right now. As you can see, I built a little structure, but it was more to kind of pay homage to the witch huts. It's much smaller, it's lower to the ground, it's slightly different material, but it's fairly similar. And it kind of, the purpose was to add just a tiny bit more life into here and make it more complete. And that plus adding all these blue flowers, I think has done that really well. Excuse me. Now we have one last frog type, and then we can name them and then it's complete. Oh, by the way, if you haven't met him, this is Bobber. That's his name. We haven't built him a little house yet, so he's been over by the barn. He won't follow me, though. Come on. There we go. He's so weird when I have the snowballs out. Because he'll be looking at me, but he won't actually follow. It's a little annoying. We have 2 of each frog, which is awesome. Although, because they're kind of small and kind of blend into a lot of like the environment and stuff, you can't really see them very well. So I might get more at some point. Oh boy. They're all gonna get caught on things, aren't they? That should be good. That's better. No one has escaped quite yet, but that'll be easier to tell when everyone's name tagged, and I'll know who is missing instead of accidentally counting the same frog twice because they're the same color. Oh, I just had an idea. Oh no. Oh man, there was an escape. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is an achievement. Okay, I need a green one now. Green. Yeah. Heck yeah, look how cute. In my spare time, I'm going to make the wall a little bit taller to try to make sure that none of them escape again. I'm not sure how that one escaped. I feel like I turned my head for 2 seconds, but I may have to count each individual column. May have to even account for that block there and make that even taller. This side is really easy to make taller. That side right there, this side and that side right there are what concerns me. So I'd rather extend the lip instead. But that is it for the enclosure. I hope everyone is satisfied with it, but if anyone has any tips, I would love to hear them. Because I always want to know how to improve. Also this one looks a little barren, but it's also a desert, so it's meant to be barren a little bit. Let's check up on Hello Humphrey, Churro, and Cleopatra is all the way over there. I think they are loving their new home. Who knows, maybe we have to add another one at some point. But there is one more animal that will go here, so we will see after that animal is added. Unless they'll be able to jump out, which they very well might be. So I'm a little nervous about that, honestly. And that has been finished with perfect timing because that is all the time I have for this episode. I am super happy with how this habitat came out. And a little sneak peek, next week, we will not be adding an animal. Instead, we will be going to the end and defeating the Ender Dragon, which I am so excited about because I have been dying to get an elytra. I'm so sick of walking on the ground and it taking forever to get places, and just walk around the zoo takes so long. So that is what we will be doing tomorrow, or not tomorrow. So that is what we will be doing next week. Please stay tuned. I'm very excited, and I will see you next week. Bye!